He finally felt relieved. This time, the script was finally performed correctly. But the next second, the third junior sister actually took the initiative to kiss. This sudden reversal caught our eldest brother off guard. What is going on? Someone's first kiss was just taken like that. Blaise Lin reacted and pushed the third junior sister away in shock. He even showed a fierce expression and stared at him intently. He is the bad guy, not the male lead. Can you please wake up a bit? But the innocent eldest brother still did not blame him too much. There's no other way. After all, why am I still too kind? Third junior sister saw the situation. With a happy face, she threw herself into eldest brother's arms. I knew eldest brother wouldn't blame me. This time, Blaise Lin did not push him away. Instead, she smiled relieved. Besides understanding them in the book, he witnessed their growth step by step over the past decade. The three crybabies from the past have now all grown up into graceful young ladies. People are not plants. How can they be ruthless without feeling? I may be portraying the persona of the bad guy, eldest brother, on the surface, but I have indeed done a lot of things for these junior sisters behind the scenes. Just now, I heard Phaelus say that I am very kind to her. Does that mean I have really been exposed? No, I must ask her clearly about it. Afterward, he looked serious and asked the third junior sister. Next, senior brother will ask you 3 questions. You must answer truthfully. First question. Have you ever seen the Northern River King's firstborn heir, Ethan Yi, before he worshipped the mountain during the day? The third junior sister was first stunned for a moment. But then she shyly replied with a no. Based on Blaise Lin's understanding of the third junior sister, she never lies. Since she said she has never seen Ethan Yi, then it must be true that they have never met. Eldest brother just asked if I had seen Ethan Yi, and I only knew about him through the script in my mind. So it doesn't count as deceiving senior brother. But the more eldest brother thinks about it, the more something seems wrong. When Ethan Yi challenged me during the day, the third junior sister looked at him with eyes full of hatred. You see, the gaze of someone wanting to harm another person cannot be hidden. Then he asked a second question. How did you feel about this person after seeing Ethan Yi today? When the third junior sister heard this question, her face instantly darkened. Although Phaelus does not know this person. But at first sight today, his demeanor and character were extremely contemptible. He couldn't stand it. Eldest brother was a bit puzzled by this response. He couldn't stand it. Talking further would only arouse eldest brother's suspicion. So she quickly changed the subject. Eldest brother, why don't you ask Phaelus the third question instead? She doesn't want to comment on irrelevant people. The speed of this change of attitude. The third junior sister might have already known Ethan Yi's true colors. It seems like the third junior sister is also hiding something from me. If she really hasn't met Ethan Yi, why would she show such strong hostility? No, I have to find out what the third junior sister thinks of Ethan Yi. So he asked the third junior sister, would you be willing to do me a favor, eldest brother? I want you to go to Cloud Drift Peak and set up a trap for Ethan Yi. Let your eldest brother vent his anger. If you are unwilling, that's fine too. Of course, the purpose of doing this is actually to test the third junior sister's attitude. But what he didn't expect was that the third junior sister not only gladly accepted the task, but also planned to personally kill the male lead. When eldest brother was going to take action, did he need to leave a complete corpse for him? When eldest brother saw this scene, he was completely dumbfounded. Listen to me, senior brother was just joking with you. Oh no. The charming and lovely third junior sister. He actually used the beauty trap to deal with the son of destiny. The male protagonist at this moment is in the rune cultivation level, and has successfully advanced to foundation stage. All credit for this achievement is due to the cultivation level technique taught by our Elder Shur. I have to say, Elder Shur is the most undignified bootlicker I have ever seen. A mighty being of the upper realm was repeatedly hurt by the male lead, yet still chose to forgive him and offer the top-tier cultivation level technique. At that moment, a disciple arrived. Junior brother Yi was visited by senior sister Chu from the celestial Wan Peak. When he heard that Phala Chu had come, the male protagonist was momentarily stunned. Ignoring Elder Shi's advice, he chose to go. Elder Shi was so angry that he had cursed him in his heart countless times. When the male protagonist arrived at Cloud Drift Peak, he saw the third junior sister who had been waiting for a long time. Senior sister Chu, I don't know what important matters you have for requesting to meet me late at night. I only saw the third junior sister look shy and said, I came today to apologize to junior brother Yi on behalf of my eldest brother. My eldest brother didn't hold back when he acted today and hurt you. I feel sorry for junior brother Yi. The male protagonist looked at the third junior sister with a shy look. It was so creepy. In fact, what he didn't know was that the third junior sister would blush whenever she told a lie. After some adjustments, the third junior sister continued her performance. In fact, everything was caused by my eldest brother. He saw junior sister Sakura fall in love with you at first sight and felt jealous. Junior brother Yi, you are innocent. Of course, all of this is a deception. The third junior sister is so angry she wants to cut down the male lead right now. Ethan Yi shed tears of excitement at these words. Indeed, this woman understands me. I have a premonition. Starting from tonight, the aura of the beloved child destined to be adored by everyone will return. He moved forward to give the third junior sister a hug of love. However, the third junior sister dodged just in time. Then he made a self-satisfied expression and said, I know senior sister Chu didn't mean it. You're just too shy. The third junior sister saw that the timing was right. She suggested taking him out for a good time, as a small way to make amends for eldest brother's behavior. Before the male protagonist could even respond, the third junior sister set off with determination. Ethan Yi then summoned his flying sword upon seeing this. Woman, playing games of cat and mouse with me, I see. I like this game. The third junior sister did not expect that Ethan Yi, a mere martial artist who has just started practicing, could possess such immortal movement technique. She speculated that there must be a master guiding him from behind. How about it, woman? Feeling moved? I have used all my essence force in this move. At this moment, the third junior sister suddenly stopped. She said she wanted to go ahead to the ethereal spring in front to bathe. She asked him to wait here for a moment. Elder Shi reminded him to be careful of deception. The spiritual energy here is abundant. It's like an extremely rare innate stage spirit nexus. Usually, such places are provided to the core disciples within the cultivation sect, and even serve as cultivating treasures for the elders. We should leave quickly. But Ethan Yi, the chosen one, would not leave when faced with such temptation. Every crisis he has encountered has been turned into an opportunity. Half an hour later, Ethan Yi was shivering outside. Why hasn't he come back yet after such a long time? Didn't he say he was going to bathe in the ethereal spring ahead? Maybe I should go over and say hello to him. And at this moment, suddenly, several girls appeared in the sky with a high cultivation level. After some investigation, it turns out that this place is actually the territory of Phoenix Song Peak. He saw the three large characters. Celestial Maiden Pool. He speculated that Phala Chu must be intentionally delaying time, waiting for him to take the initiative to approach. Ethan Yi quickly began searching and finally found a woman bathing in the spiritual pool. He then ran toward the spiritual pool with a lecherous look on his face. Senior Sister Chu, I'm here. But the next second, he was greeted by a face full of bathwater. Which little thief dares to trespass into my Phoenix Song Peak forbidden grounds at Celestial Maiden Pool? Ethan Yi subconsciously swallowed back saliva. It's over. It's really over now. How narcissistic is this male lead? After being caught peeping at someone's younger sister bathing, he chose not to escape. He even took the initiative to approach and strike up a conversation. Is this the sense of superiority that comes from being the protagonist? It turns out that he was stunned on the spot after being caught peeking at the girl taking a shower and getting slapped in the face. Just because he saw a beauty, his old problem of being unable to walk properly came back again. Elder Shur told him to get out of the way quickly. This woman has a natural azure battle body with a strong killing intent. Moreover, her strength far exceeds his. The male protagonist, however, believes that Elder Shur is overly worrying. He claims that since he was born, he has a special charisma that makes it irresistible for beautiful women to resist him. Even this little wildcat cannot resist his charm. When the male lead approached with confidence to strike up a conversation, the girl directly swung a sword towards him. You dare to smile playfully as a voyeur. You really don't know how to live or die. At this moment, the male lead truly realizes that the girl in front of him is not easy to provoke. This overbearing and fierce sword intent is not something he can resist. This woman truly has murderous intent towards him. Elder Shur also looked speechless. When he first met the male lead, he was not so lascivious. In the past, he was full of enthusiasm, but also maintained a calm demeanor. But since meeting the bad guy Blaise Lin, his personality has gradually twisted. This has also led Elder Shur to suspect that he may not be the chosen one. Instead, it's Blaise Lin whose destiny is outstanding. He seems more like the person he is looking for. At this time, several junior sisters appeared and recognized Ethan Ye's identity. So Aurelia Zhu ordered the junior sister to take Ethan Ye away first. After reporting this matter to the master, a decision will be made. The third junior sister hiding behind the bushes saw the strategy succeeded and looked very happy. But thinking about how beautiful Aurelia Zhu is and how strong she is, eldest brother asked her to lure Ethan Ye to this place precisely because she understands Aurelia Zhu's temperament and character. Guessing that eldest brother may have a secret admiration for Aurelia Zhu, the third junior sister felt so jealous when she thought about this. Blaise Lin also successfully restored the bad guy image and received many rewards. He even automatically mastered the divine sword technique's dragon summoning sword technique. The next second, he felt that something was not right. How could Ethan Ye have been severely injured by Aurelia Zhu? This shouldn't have happened. According to the original plot, the third junior sister visited Ethan Ye, and they were having a good time chatting, thus accidentally trespassing into Phoenix Song Peak's territory. They got into a fight with Aurelia Zhu. Ethan Ye wasn't injured because the third junior sister intervened. But thinking about it, this might be for the best. With that scumbag male lead Ethan Ye around, don't even think about getting your hands on his treasure in the future. The third junior sister's character is definitely falling apart. Looks like we'll have to follow the storyline of the bad guy eldest brother. Our hopes will have to rest on the other two junior sisters. The next big storyline is the male lead showing off his skills and turning the tables in the Five Peaks martial gathering outside the Sword Tomb. After Blaise Lin checked the items given to him by the system, he was stunned. There are now a total of 87 sacred abilities in all. Is this guy really planning to use these to defeat Ethan Ye and become the male lead himself? Originally planned to delete the cultivation level experience pack. Unexpectedly, this dog system automatically activated the forced upgrade of the cultivation level. He has never seen such shameless system. Not only did it directly elevate his realm to the half-step Golden Dan stage, but it also unlocked new sacred abilities for him. Just then, the third junior sister suddenly pushed the door open and entered. The two locked eyes, and the situation became awkward for a moment. Shyly, the third junior sister shouted through her fingers, "Eldest brother, you pervert!" To truly portray the bad guy character, how could Blaise Lin miss such a great opportunity? Just saw him making that icky face towards the junior sister living upstairs. One word. Gross. The bad guy senior brother competes to bring the male protagonist's harem beauties into his embrace. First, the innocent third junior sister actively throws herself into his arms. Now comes the aloof second junior sister, chasing her husband from 1,000 miles away. The feeling of being embraced on both sides is simply too enjoyable. On a quiet night, Blaise Lin brought the third junior sister to Celestial One Peak to enjoy the moon. Watching the beautiful moonlight in the sky, the third junior sister had a happy expression. It turns out the starry sky before our eyes is the gift eldest brother wanted to give me. Blaise Lin told her that this place is Celestial One Peak, the best place for stargazing and moon watching. Every time he couldn't sleep at night, he would come here to enjoy the moon. At this moment, the third junior sister suddenly asked, "Why did eldest brother suddenly think of bringing Ethan Yi to senior sister Zhu to borrow a knife to kill someone?" And she further concluded that Ethan Yi would definitely fall for it, and that senior sister Zhu would definitely make a move to hurt him. Blaise Lin looked embarrassed, saying that he acted purely on intuition. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to claim to know Aurelia Zhu's character so well. In the original work, Aurelia Zhu is endowed with extraordinary talent and carries the ancient Azura battle body. Initially, she completely ignored Ethan Yi, who was frivolous and arrogant. However, in the following plot of the Five Peaks martial gathering, after being unexpectedly defeated by Ethan Yi, who was proud and arrogant, she began to look at him differently. In the Sword Tomb dungeon, the two of them were trapped in the mystic realm. In order to escape, they even cultivated the Qinglan dual sword technique together. But soon Blaise Lin noticed that something was not quite right. Now they met ahead of schedule, and Aurelia Zhu even directly injured the male lead, causing a grudge between them. Will they still be able to cultivate together later on? At this time, the third junior sister suddenly interrupted them. Now that the eldest brother has resolved the knot in his heart, then it's junior sister's turn next. Another sudden scene. Who can resist such a cute the third junior sister? In this tranquil mountain peak, the third junior sister unexpectedly confessed her love to Blaise Lin in public, expressing a desire to be the cultivation level couple of the eldest brother. It is unknown whether the eldest brother is willing or not. Is this the feeling of being moved by the heart? What man would refuse such a lovely junior sister? But at this moment, he must remain calm. He cannot let the benefits cloud his judgment. The most important thing right now is to figure out why the character setting of the third junior sister has changed. Blaise Lin asked shyly, "Isn't your eldest brother sleazy and annoying enough? Remember, within Celestial One Peak, very few people truly like him." The usually gentle and lovely third junior sister looked solemn. She will never forget the first day she entered the mountain, feeling desperate and helpless. It was eldest brother who gave her warmth, and when she accidentally broke the guitar strings at the age of 6, it was eldest brother who stayed up all night to help her fix it. Blaise Lin is speechless. How does the third junior sister know everything? On the surface, she maintains a bad guy image, but secretly she does things that warm your heart. Blaise Lin suspects that maybe it's because they discovered what she had been doing behind their backs. That's why her image changed. Does it mean that at this moment, the third junior sister doesn't actually like the bad guy Blaise Lin in the book, but rather her current self? Before Blaise Lin could react, the third junior sister actually took the initiative to throw herself into eldest brother Lu Jin's arms. "Eldest brother, are you willing to accept Phaelitha's feelings?" Blaise Lin was about to respond, but was kissed again by the third junior sister. And this embarrassing scene happened to be witnessed by the arriving second junior sister. The three of them were instantly stunned in place. Blaise Lin saw the situation and decided to go all out today. Before the second junior sister could refuse, she was pulled into his arms. Indeed, being the bad guy is the most enjoyable thing. Actually, Blaise Lin's heart was filled with panic. To fully portray the bad guy character, Blaise Lin plans to first get everyone drunk. Just look at the junior sister's expressions. Why do I have an ominous feeling? The male lead's harem beauties are planning to force themselves on the bad guy senior brother. It turns out that eldest brother's secret had long been discovered by the second junior sister. The second junior sister has been destitute since childhood. Later, she was brought back to Celestial One Peak by Master and accepted as a disciple. The second junior sister diligently cultivates daily in order to become stronger and seek revenge to avenge past grievances as soon as possible. Blaise Lin only used to bully the second junior sister when they were young. Every time the junior sister practiced swordsmanship, Blaise Lin would snatch away her sword. Even when caught, they still had a defiant look on their face. Just saying it's to play with her sword. Her sword is clunky and heavy. She doesn't want it at all. The second junior sister's hands are also covered in scars from practicing swordplay excessively every day. Actually, eldest brother does this just because he can't bear to see her getting hurt. After slipping away, when eldest brother passed by the third junior sister's room, he found the third junior sister crying in the room. It turns out she was sad because the string of the musical instrument broke. Eldest brother stepped forward and admitted that he secretly cut the string of the musical instrument. The reason is that the third junior sister played the musical instrument too little, which disturbed him and made it difficult for him to sleep at night. When the third junior sister found out that the strings were intentionally damaged by the eldest brother, she burst into tears. Seeing this, the eldest brother took out the music score she had always wanted as an apology gesture. Who knew that the content of the music score turned out to be blank? Our eldest brother has been mischievous since he was young. Even in his dreams, the third junior sister keeps thinking about her strings, continuously cursing "you bad egg" eldest brother in his mouth. Eldest brother also expressed helplessness about this. In order to maintain his bad guy image, he has no choice but to apologize to his junior sisters, in order to prevent third junior sister from getting too hurt. Blaise Lin repaired the strings overnight. When getting up in the morning and seeing the repaired strings by the bed, the third junior sister finally revealed a long-lost smile. But when he sobered up, he found himself tied up, only to see the second junior sister looking at him with a Yandere expression on her face. Blaise Lin didn't expect that he would black out. 1 second he was watching stars and moon with two junior sisters. The next second he was tied up by the junior sisters. What the heck happened? Eldest brother, look at our failed junior sister, so easily getting drunk after just a few drinks. It seems only little Grace can accompany senior brother until he gets drunk. My kind and gentle eldest brother, you must have worked so hard acting all these years. Is it possible that your acting skills have long been seen through by the second junior sister? How awesome is the token of affection from the second junior sister? He will use his personal belongings as tokens of affection. Eldest brother, who was pushed down, looked shy. The second junior sister then said, "Now senior brother doesn't have to hide anymore. Your secret, we knew it long ago." Eldest brother looked at the second junior sister with a Yandere expression. Scared to death. I don't like this kind of twisted love. But when he thought of himself as a bad guy, he brewed something up and started his own performance. Second junior sister, you are bold. Aren't you afraid that senior brother will lose his temper tonight? Do you know that when senior brother goes crazy, even he himself is afraid? In fact, the second junior sister has seen through everything. Clearly, you are kind and gentle at heart, yet you are working hard to play the role of a lewd and obscene person. Eldest brother, you are really too cute. Who knew that the next second, the second junior sister actually went for a strong kiss? Blaise Lin is speechless. This is really unexpectedly surprising. With a slight drunken feeling, the second junior sister actually took off her stockings and covered Blaise Lin's eyes with them. Since eldest brother stole master stockings, he must really like girls' clothes. This is something specially given to eldest brother as a token of love. Blaise Lin is speechless. How did she know that someone took master's things? Blaise Lin guessed it from the very beginning in this dimension. The timeline has been completely shattered from the start of the story. Everything is the choice of fate's door. At this moment, the second junior sister, who had been brewing a sneeze for a long time, finally sneezed it out. At this point, she seemed to sober up a bit as she watched this embarrassing scene, hastily explaining that she was feeling a bit dizzy from the drink just now, which is why she unintentionally offended eldest brother. Blaise Lin looked speechless. The atmosphere was already so tense. You let me down. At this time, the second junior sister solemnly explained the purpose of this visit. That is, at next month's 5 Peaks Martial Gathering, each peak will finalize the participants for the competition. She requested that Blaise Lin not participate in the competition like in the previous session. Instead, she proposed that the 3 sisters represent the celestial 1 peak. If that Ethan Yi dares to provoke eldest brother again, she will personally step in to teach him a lesson. Upon hearing this, eldest brother firmly rejected the suggestion, stating that as the first disciple, he couldn't hide behind a few junior sisters. He threatened that if Ethan Yi dared to be arrogant again, he would personally come forward and beat him until he no longer recognized himself. Even as he left, he couldn't help but show off a little, indicating that he now has no rivals. Blaise Lin had already secretly vowed that this time at the 5 Peaks Martial Gathering, he would seize the opportunity to successfully slap Ethan Yi in the face. After all, this was such a good opportunity. How could he allow the plot to collapse again? Watching the back of eldest brother as he leaves. Indeed, eldest brother refused. In other words, senior brother will really end up, like what the celestial Tao memory prophesied, competing with Ethan Yi and heading down the path of no return. But thinking about the apprenticeship ceremony during the day, where eldest brother overwhelmed Ethan Yi with one sword strike, reversing the wheel of fate. She has confidence in eldest brother. The upcoming 5 Peaks Martial Gathering will definitely rewrite destiny once again. Looking at the third junior sister, who had long been drunk and unconscious, she sighed. Junior sister, oh junior sister, as long as you don't compete with senior sister for eldest brother in the future, senior sister will still cherish you. I hope we won't end up becoming enemies one day. The chosen one almost died at the hands of his harem beauties. The male lead who was deceived finds himself locked in a dark dungeon. At this moment, Ethan Yi is like a lost dog, blaming everything on Blaise Lin. If he hadn't sent Phaela Chu to use seduction tactics, how could he end up like this? At this moment, Elder Sher told him to stop barking like a dog. A powerful near-divine transformation expert has arrived. It looks like they are going to execute you, Enforcement Hall Supreme Elder. The next second, with a bang, the prison door was kicked open directly. The person who came was Widow Su's firstborn heir Yi. Finally, you have fallen into my hands. Tell me, how do you want to die? Seeing the menacing presence of Mia Su, the male protagonist trembled in fear, and quickly sought help from Elder Sher to save his life. This woman really intends to harm herself. Elder Sher remained silent upon being approached. So Ethan Yi began to threaten. You now reside as a remnant soul within me. If I die, you will be left with nothing. If you save me today, I will follow your lead in everything from now on. Mia Su looked at the male lead's disgusting face and felt extremely repulsed. With the great destiny bestowed upon him in her memory, stirring up the fate of Qinglan's sect of immortality and even the entire central continent, could it be that he is nothing more than a cowardly and greedy individual? You crazy woman. You are using tricks that do not belong to the immortal sect spells, but rather those of a demon cultivator. At this point, Mia Su is already approaching a state of madness. Forget about celestial Tao memory and tragic endings. Today, she is going to turn the tables on the male lead. Just as the male lead is about to bite the dust, Elder Sher suddenly made a move and rescued the male lead from Mia Su's hands. Mia Su also guessed the identity of the person who rescued Ethan Yi. It should be the mysterious master mentioned in Memories. Unfortunately, the script only outlined a rough future landscape. The background of the master behind Ethan Yi has never been revealed. Thinking about the upcoming 5 Peaks Martial Gathering, the consequences would be unimaginable if Ethan Yi is not stopped. Reflecting on Blaise Lin's actions in the screenplay, he was supposed to be a tragic minor character, but he changed his own destiny at the apprenticeship ceremony. Speculation: Blaise Lin is the key piece that changes the entire situation. Mia Su showed a Yandere-like expression. She vowed to firmly grasp Blaise Lin in her own hands this time. At this moment, the male lead is frantically fleeing. Elder Sher is on the side continuing to advise him. Seizing this opportunity to leave the Qinglan sect of immortality, as the Son of Destiny, there will be no shortage of opportunities in the future. After achieving great accomplishments and proving the Tao as a divine king, wouldn't it be wonderful to return here and destroy the Qinglan sect of immortality? The male lead stopped in his tracks and declared himself as the Son of Destiny. Anyone who opposes him will die. Otherwise, it would not be fitting for this Son of Destiny. You and I are just taking what we need. There's no need to speak so grandly of oneself. Eldersher, feeling helpless, could only bow his head again. He then asked the male protagonist what his plan was next. And the male protagonist naturally planned to tell Taoist Yuan Yi about Blaise Lin and Fei Chu's plot to frame him, in order to make Blaise Lin pay the price for it. Eldersher then reminded Ethan Yi about Taoist Yuan Yi. With a hint of ancient breath of the Dark Fiend, this person might be one of the spies planted by the 8 demonic cultivation sects within the righteous path. Upon hearing this, Ethan Yi burst into laughter. He happened to form an alliance with this guy to destroy the Qinglan sect of immortality. As long as he sends a letter, his non-blood-related beautiful younger sister Alicia Yi will lead the 800,000 Northern Gale elite cavalry to cooperate with the Dark Sect forces to completely destroy the Qinglan sect of immortality in one fell swoop. At this moment, Eldersher is utterly disappointed in the male protagonist. Unable to distinguish between good and evil, this child is beyond help now. Later, he thought of that person, the one hiding in the Qinglan sect of immortality to intercept Ethan Ye's destiny. Perhaps it would be a good idea to cling onto this person's thigh. The Son of Destiny unexpectedly pulled out the Sword of Darkness by a fluke. The protagonist, who escaped unexpectedly, arrived at the Sword 2 Mystic Realm. Eldersher recognized this place at a glance. The Sword 2 Mystic Realm is specifically used by the Qinglan sect of immortality to forge the intrinsic spiritual sword for their disciples, and it only opens once every 10 years. Upon hearing this, the male protagonist understood that there are very powerful weapons inside. Eldersher was excited and told Ethan Yi that if he could successfully obtain a sword, it would be a qualitative improvement to the cultivator's own strength. That's why so many people want to join the Qinglan sect of immortality every year. Eldersher sensed a mysterious and pure power within the sword tomb and speculated that it might be a great opportunity for Ethan Yi inside. Ethan Ye's face lit up with excitement at the words. 1 second he was being chased by someone, and the next second he encountered such an opportunity. This is truly befitting of his identity as the Chosen One. But at this moment, Eldersher suddenly stopped him. It was only because he was afraid of the many dangers inside the sword tomb. With his current ability, entering would be a dead end. Ethan Yi believed that the sword tomb, which had been closed for years, opened because of his arrival. This was obviously a specially set opportunity for him. With this opportunity, he would definitely be able to crush Blaise Lin under his feet. In the end, Ethan Yi ignored Eldersher's advice and entered the sword tomb anyway. Through their continuous exploration, Eldersher finally found the source of that mysterious power. At the moment of opening the stone door, Ethan Yi rushed in quickly. What caught his eye was a strange sword of darkness inserted on top of the coffin. Eldersher couldn't understand why there would be a demon race weapon in the celestial sect. But Ethan Yi didn't care about those. Only such demonic weapons are worthy of my identity. At this time, Eldersher once again stopped Ethan Yi from acting recklessly. He reminded him that the Sword of Darkness has an extremely evil suppression seal. The situation must have a significant hidden truth behind it. It's not something he can handle. When Ethan Yi heard this, he glared fiercely at Eldersher behind him. He can't handle it. Then do you think the person who stole his destiny from the Qinglan sect of immortality can handle it? Eldersher reluctantly told him that compared to the current situation of destiny, that person may indeed have a chance. The male lead was immediately furious upon hearing this. Why can he do it, but not me? Today, I will show you who is the true Chosen One. When Ethan Yi pulled out the Sword of Darkness, a swarm of demonic aura rushed out from the coffin. Eldersher also felt the presence of the celestial realm at that moment. At this moment, Ethan Yi has already reached a state close to madness. He proclaimed that this was the great opportunity specially created for him to turn the tables. It was just around the corner. The next second, Seraphina Xiao appears in front of the male lead. At this moment, Ethan Yi is completely lost. How could Blaise Lin's master be here? Seraphina Xiao then slowly spoke. You can indeed lift the seal. It's not in vain that I led you here. And Blaise Lin looked at the cracked teacup. A bad premonition surged in an instant. The protagonist of the feel-good novel, the Son of Destiny, is so noble. All the women in the world should adore him. But now all of this has become eldest brother, the bad guys. In fact, in the previous life, Ethan Yi pulled out the Sword of Darkness. Grandmaster Matriarch Luna Maiden of the Qinglan sect of Immortality then appeared and imparted the ancestral power of the Qinglan sect of Immortality to the male lead as a reward for helping her lift the seal. After that, Ethan Yi revealed his true identity. The current Qinglan sect of Immortality has fallen to this point. It's all thanks to him. At this point, the male lead no longer conceals his intentions. He declared that as long as Master brings along the senior sisters and obediently submits to him, he will help protect the Qinglan sect of Immortality. Otherwise, he will annihilate the Qinglan sect. The time has come before Ethan Yi enters the Sword Tomb. Seraphina Xiao follows the celestial Tao memory to the location of the Sword of Darkness. She does not understand who she is sealing the Luna Maiden here. But no matter what the purpose is, since she already knows in advance, naturally, it cannot be as Ethan Yi wishes. This Sword of Darkness is Ethan Yi's opportunity, so she must take it away in advance. In this way, Ethan Yi's life will come to a halt. But Seraphina Xiao tried everything she could. The Sword of Darkness remained unaffected. Indeed, only the Chosen One can pull out the Sword of Darkness. So she came up with a plan. That is, to lead Ethan Yi into the Sword Tomb to pull out the Sword of Darkness, and then intercept him halfway. This way, all of Ethan Yi's efforts will be in vain. When the time came for Ethan Yi to pull out the Sword of Darkness, Seraphina Xiao also made a grand appearance at this moment. Elder Shi quickly reminded the male protagonist of the dangerous situation and asked him to quickly escape from this place of controversy. Who knew that the male protagonist's eyes lit up? He took the opportunist Seraphina Xiao, who appeared out of nowhere, as his opportunity. Elder Shi is speechless. You really are incorrigible. Faced with such charm and beauty, even as the Chosen One, Master is also tempted. At this moment, Ethan Yi is secretly thinking, as long as he can conquer Seraphina Xiao, Blaise Lin, that fraud, will have to submit. Just as he was daydreaming, Seraphina Xiao threw him out in one swift motion. And mock Ethan Yi to have some self-awareness. The only way to earn a glance from Seraphina Xiao is to be her disciple Blaise Lin. As for you, what are you even in this equation? At this moment, Ethan Yi's heart has been so devastated that he is no longer recognizable. Clearly, he is the Chosen One and all women in the world should be admiring him. But why did everything turn into Blaise Lin's hands? Elder Shi asked Ethan Yi to escape quickly. He already sensed that Seraphina Xiao had murderous intent. But Ethan Yi doesn't seem to have figured out the situation yet. Believing himself to be the Chosen One, he would never easily retreat. Who knew that the next moment, he was sent flying several meters away by Seraphina Xiao. And at this moment, Seraphina Xiao only had one thought. That is to destroy Ethan Yi and rewrite the fate of the Qinglan sect of Immortality. Who knows, just as the long sword was about to strike Ethan Yi, protected by celestial Tao, once again turned danger into safety. And struck by heavenly thunder, Seraphina Xiao was seriously injured. The Son of Destiny was actually turned into a pig's head by Master. Even Elder Shi in the ring was dragged out and given a beating. Just as Seraphina Xiao was about to resolve the male lead with one sword. Surprisingly received the blessing of celestial Tao. The thunderstrike inflicted severe injuries. At this moment, the male protagonist feels energetic again. I must be the chosen one to be targeted. It seems like I'm in trouble now. Thinking about the humiliation from Seraphina Xiao earlier, he will surely avenge himself today. Otherwise, can he still be considered a man? Seraphina Xiao is also here at this moment, struggling to stand up with her heavily injured body. Even though she is covered in injuries, she still wants to take down Ethan Yi. However, every time she tries to harm Ethan Yi, she will be protected and punished by the Celestial Tao. At this moment, Ethan Yi looks sly. Give up, Immortal Lord Xiao will make sure you die miserably. Then he reached out his devil's claw to Seraphina Xiao. Seraphina Xiao felt extremely self-blame and unwillingness in her heart. In the end, she was still unable to protect her precious disciple, who knew that just as Ethan Yi was about to succeed, the jade pendant she carried with her suddenly lit up. The protection of the Celestial Tao unexpectedly dissipated. At this moment, Elder Shi hurriedly reminded Ethan Yi to be careful. The heavenly thunder has been resolved. But Ethan Yi remained calm. And he warned Seraphina Xiao that if she dared to assassinate him, there would be second and third heavenly punishments coming her way. He declared that no one in this world could stop him now. And Seraphina Xiao this time did not intend to kill Ethan Yi. Even though she couldn't kill him, does it mean she couldn't hit him either? Then she fiercely kicked Ethan Yi, venting her dissatisfaction. At this moment, Ethan Yi has been beaten up and turned into a pig's head. It's really unbearable to look at. Before leaving, erase the memory of today from Ethan Yi's mind. But just as Seraphina Xiao is about to leave, suddenly she turned back and came back. She almost forgot about you, old man. Elder Shi is really pitiful. Following the Son of Destiny comes with consequences. He gets beaten up 9 times out of 10. I would call him the most pitiful angel investor. The Luna Maiden also appeared at this time on her own initiative. They originally intended to lure Ethan Yi here in advance to kill him without a trace. However, unexpectedly, the Celestial Tao of the Chosen One actually protected Ethan Yi to this extent. Fortunately, the jade pendant on Seraphina Xiao's body blocked the heavenly tribulation for her. And this jade pendant was given to Seraphina Xiao by Blaise Lin when she was young. It seems that destiny has changed. Luna Maiden speculates that the only one who can stop Ethan Yi is Blaise Lin. For now, the only plan is to pave the way for Blaise Lin before the story unfolds. They must quickly prepare the path for Blaise Lin to follow.